What is seed grafting? Some of you may be hearing this term for the first time, so first I will briefly explain what seed grafting is. Seed grafting is a technique in which a scion is grafted onto a very young rootstock seedling just after germination. It is a special grafting method often used for plants with large seeds, such as chestnuts, avocados, and mangoes. Because the graft is made onto a newly sprouted seedling while the seed is still attached, it can look as if the scion is being grafted directly onto the seed. That is why this method is called seed grafting. In this video, I will show you seed grafting that I actually performed on March 21st, 2026. Then I will introduce the successful grafts about 45 days later on May 7. What are the advantages of seed grafting? The advantages of seed grafting are as follows. It can improve success with tree species that are difficult to graft. It can also increase the success rate in other tree species. It shortens the time needed to prepare rootstocks. And it is simpler than the commonly used veneer grafting method. In general grafting, a method called veneer grafting is often used. In this method, a scion is grafted onto a rootstock that has already grown to a certain size. However, depending on the tree species, this method can be difficult. In such cases, seed grafting can be very effective. For example, in tree species like jackfruit, which produce a lot of latex or sap, grafting onto thicker branches can be difficult. This is because the sap can interfere with the union between the rootstock and the scion. For those species, seed grafting is especially recommended. In seed grafting, the seedling has just germinated, so the tissues are still young. It does not produce such a large amount of sap that interferes with graft union. Also, the seedling has strong growth energy at this stage. For these reasons, seed grafting can increase the success rate of grafting. In mango, this method is also known as stone grafting or epicotyl grafting. It is considered a simple, low-cost, and fast propagation method. Seed grafting is not only useful for tree species that are difficult to graft. In general, it tends to improve the success rate across many types of plants. The biggest reason for this is that the tissue on the rootstock side is very young and cell division is highly active. Grafting succeeds when the cambium layers of the scion and rootstock make good contact. Then callus forms at the graft union. Eventually, the vascular tissues connect. Because young cells have a high regenerative ability, the graft union can form quickly after grafting. A newly germinated seedling still has a soft stem. It also contains a lot of moisture and wounds heal quickly. In addition, the seed still contains nutrients that support early growth after germination. This gives the grafted scion strong support after grafting. In other words, seed grafting is a grafting method that uses both the healing ability of young tissue and the nutrients stored in the seed. Basic method. In seed grafting, first the seed is germinated, then the young seedling is used as the rootstock while the seed is still attached. When selecting rootstocks, choose seedlings with well-developed roots. At this stage, seedlings with poorly developed roots should be removed because their growth will be slower. The procedure for seed grafting is as follows. First, take out the germinated seedling together with the seed. Then cut back the stem, leaving about 6 to 8 centimeters. After that, make a vertical cut in the stem. On the other hand, the scion is cut into a wedge shape. Then insert the scion into the cut made in the rootstock. After that, secure it with grafting tape. I use paraffin-based grafting tape. While firmly holding the rootstock and scion together, I wrap the tape around them to fix the graft in place. After that, plant it in a pot. Then keep it in partial shade, avoiding rain and strong sunlight. For the first 2 to 3 days after grafting, do not give too much water. Water lightly and observe the condition of the plant. From around the 4th day, if the soil becomes quite dry, water it thoroughly. After grafting, the scion is very sensitive to drying out, so avoid direct sunlight and strong wind. For the grafts I make, I cover them with plastic. Immediately after grafting, it is important to keep them in bright shade, high humidity, and stable temperature. Also, if shoots start to grow from the rootstock, they will interfere with the growth of the scion. So remove them as early as possible. In this case, because this is seed grafting, shoots do not come out from the rootstock very frequently. However, if they do appear, make sure to remove them. Summary: seed grafting is a grafting method that uses a newly germinated seedling as the rootstock. Because it uses the softness of young tissue, active cell division, and the nutrients remaining in the seed, it can improve success even with tree species that are difficult to graft using ordinary methods. I grow fruit trees, breed plants, and produce and sell nursery trees in Japan. I also make videos to explain cultivation and production methods in an easy-to-understand way. In addition, I work as a director of the Japan Tropical Fruits Association, sharing the appeal of tropical fruit trees. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, please consider subscribing. It really helps motivate me to keep making videos. I have also started a membership program on this channel. Members can watch members-only videos. But more than anything, I would be very happy if you joined to support my activities related to tropical fruit trees. Thanks to your support, I'm able to continue making these videos. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.